you there, God? It's me, Dylan, and I am sitting here with the iconic author Judy Blume to chat all things of this iconic adaptation of Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, on film.
On film.
If there was one thing that you want people to take away from watching this movie, what would it be?
First of all, I want them to love it.
Yeah.
Because I do. I think that anyone who's read the book and cared about the book over all these years will not be disappointed in the movie. Yes.
And I was wondering, did you go to the director and say, are there any specific moments that you wanted to see in the film?
Dylan, take the wheel. Don't destroy this brand. What is up, everybody? It is your guy, WiredAnomaly, back once again. And if you believe that Dylan Mulvaney can possibly save this movie, then I have another grift for you. You should believe that I am a top 40s recording artist with my amazing singing voice, because there is no way possible that Dylan Mulvaney, the destroyer of brands, is possibly going to save this dumpster fire of a movie and somehow turn it around and get people to get their asses in the seats. It is not going to happen. This is absolutely ridiculous that this would even come out as a thing. Movie studio Lionsgate hires Dylan Mulvaney to promote struggling Judy Blume adaptation Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, after it flounders at box office, earning just $16 million in 3 weeks, which is absolutely terrible at the box office. I've seen a couple advertisements for this movie on YouTube. I don't know what it's about. I do not know who Judy Blume is. I have no desire to see this movie. But apparently they think if you put Dylan Mulvaney out there, you are automatically going to want to go and see this movie, because Dylan Mulvaney has done so well with Anheuser-Busch, with Nike, with Maybelline. None of those brands are suffering at all. Not at all. From the catastrophe that it was partnering with Dylan Mulvaney. And if you believe that, then I have a little bit of snake oil to sell you. If you wouldn't mind, please call the number 1-800-SNAKE-OIL and order your vial today. I promise it's not poisonous, despite what the name says. Controversial trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney has been added to the promotional campaign for Lionsgate's struggling adaptation of Judy Blume's seminal novel, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. The film, which stars Rachel McAdams and Kathy Bates and tells the story of the title characters dealing with faith puberty in New Jersey, has struggled to date at the box office, earning just $16 million in 3 weeks. Despite the film's 99% critical rating on Rotten Tomatoes, which we all know Rotten Tomatoes is a complete shill site. You don't trust the critics, you trust the fans. I still think the critics are still pandering against the Mario movie, which they said, oh, it's not any good, don't go see it, while it's earned $1 billion at the box office worldwide. These critics know what they're talking about, of course. Along with an equally impressive 94% audience score. Oh, well, okay, 94% audience score. All right, well, I will trust that number. The film hasn't come close to making back its $30 million budget. That has led the studio's Lionsgate to bring out a last-minute paid partnership to draw attention to the film with Mulvaney, whose advertisement with Bud Light has seen a sales drop to 20% a week. Well, I guess the positive thing about the film industry is that there's no way that they can take back the ticket sales. So I guess this could only possibly improve things, even though I think everybody knows who's listening to this right now that is not going to happen. I've been very critical of Mulvaney, very critical of companies partnering with Mulvaney. It's just a stupid move. People are tired of this trans ideology being put up on a pedestal and we're all supposed to bow down and worship them. It's not going to happen. People are sick of it. They're voting with their wallets. They don't want to see this crap anymore. But for a failing brand, failing movie, I guess why not? Are you there, God? It's me, Dylan. Mulvaney excitedly begins the clip, which he can caption by calling Blume one of my heroes. I would bet $500 she has never read a Judy Blume book. I would have bet $500 Dylan Mulvaney has never read a single book at all. Blume recently backtracked and was sharing her support for fellow author J.K. Rowling, who has come under fire for saying trans women should not be allowed in some female-only spaces. Yes, J.K. Rowling, one of the most successful authors of our time. Obviously, she's, I'm not going to, list her accolades. We all know it's Harry Potter, but people are upset with her because she's saying, I don't think that women should, or trans men should be allowed in female prisons. I don't think that trans men should be allowed in female spaces, sports teams, locker rooms. But how dare J.K. Rowling with all of her money use her brain? Completely reprehensible. Get tickets and take your mom, grandma, or other mother figure in your life to see Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, this Mother's Day weekend. It's the iconic story we are all love finally on the big screen. Lionsgate partner, she added in the caption. Mulvaney spoke to Blume about freedom of speech and the banning of books like hers. I don't know if there would be a banning of books like hers if it's just a coming of age story, but okay, let's keep the grip going, sure. What I am saying now is, having lived through the 80s with the book banning, what's going on now is scarier and much worse. Blume 85, who is also known for the teen novel Deanie, said she had wanted to show empathy with Rowling as someone who has been harassed online. Well, I'm sure that's not going to go over too well with Mulvaney, who I'm sure is going to turn this failing brand around very fast. We see here, transgender influencer partnership drop after Dylan Mulvaney controversy. Transgender influencer Mulvaney partnership with Bud Light has catapulted company partnerships into the limelight, and Rose Montiel of Latinx, which we're not supposed to say Latinx, that's apparently only approved by about 4% of the Latin community, or get your facts straight, Newsweek, thinks the Fuhrer could could explain why some brands are rethinking partnerships leading up to Pride Month. Mulvaney being the subject of widespread criticism after Bud Light sent her a commemorative can with her face on it to celebrate her 1-year anniversary of transitioning to a woman. Anheuser-Busch's stock dropped in the wake of the boycott, I think about $11 billion, and the company has seen a decline in Bud Light sales, forcing the company to part ways with several executives and walk back the significance of the Mulvaney partnership. So this should speak to everybody that this is not working. This does not equate to sales. People do not want identity politics shoved down their throats. They do not want this to infiltrate every space there is. I actually just came across a YouTube ad where this trans person with a mustache, looked like a woman, but with a mustache, was trying to sell something. I don't even know what it was. I think a beauty product, skincare product. I have to explain to my 7-year-old daughter, and she's like, Daddy, what's that? And I have to try to explain that to her. A 7-year-old, which I don't want to explain that to a 7-year-old. 7-year-olds are not supposed to be thinking about such things. They're supposed to be going out, playing at the park, playing with their toys, going to school, such and such and such. But no, this has been shoved down our throats. And I know I'm getting a little heated here. Trying not to lose my train of thought. But I'm sick of it. I really am. I'm sick of every time you turn around, every company is putting these people up on a pedestal. They're saying this is perfectly acceptable in society. It's okay. And guess what? I have no hate for the trans community, even though you can make your distinctions. You can say I'm a bigot, transphobe, whatever. I don't care. I have nothing wrong with trans people. Live your life. Do your own thing. I do not care about that. What I do care about is we have to put these people up on a pedestal. We have to promote them in every single company has to get behind them. Every single company not only has to do that, they have to promote them. And then we got everyone else to be told that they're wrong, that they're the bigots, that they're the transphobes, that they don't really understand what's going on. Wow, Dylan Mulvaney has an influence of 11 million people on TikTok targeting minors and teenagers to transition, even though Mulvaney has not actually gone through any of the gender reaffirming surgery that they apparently are trying to promote onto other people. It's sickening, it's a grift, and I don't think anybody should put up with it anymore. This thing by Lionsgate to try to promote this movie using this person, I hope it fails spectacularly. We're not going to see the same things, obviously, from Bud Light as we would see from it because, the movie sales can't go in reverse. But I would highly doubt this is going to, push the numbers any more than it's going to. In a month, this will be out of theaters, and the numbers will be what it's going to be, and this will not even put a dent in it. People aren't interested. Blame it on advertising, marketing. But this is not the way. Anyway, that's all I got. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment down in the comment section with if you're going to go see this movie, because I highly doubt you are if you're listening to this channel. This might be the last video for me for a couple days. I got to head up to New England. I got a wedding. But I really do appreciate everyone who's listened this long. Thank you. You're the real heroes of this channel. Keep the boycotts going. Do not fall for this woke grifter nonsense, and I will catch you on the next one. Later.